The reality TV personality was reportedly transported to the hospital after a scary event, according to a flurry of alarming posts and viral images on social media. While some fans insist they saw unsettling pictures of Yandy appearing asleep, others insist it was all a well-planned line to cause controversy. After a terrible tragedy, is Yandy Smith indeed struggling for her life, or is this merely another development in his hoax? Turmoil, but it gets even worse from here. Rumors have it that Yandy's own inner circle is keeping a suspiciously low profile, which is fueling even more speculation. Is there a conspiracy here, or are people just itching for a scandal? Yandy's name is wrapped in a swirl of confusion, terror, and internet mayhem as the rumors spread like wildfire. What's the truth? Is Yandy in danger, or is this just another case of people demanding answers as the internet goes crazy? After a terrible tragedy, is Yandy Smith indeed fighting for her life, or has social media been inundated with more baseless accusations based on hazy photos and videos? We've done the research, and you'll be blown away by what we found. We're about to reveal the startling truth behind this viral mystery, so stay tuned. There are a lot of mysterious messages on the internet, and individuals aren't sure what to believe. It all started with a single post that included an astonishing image of a woman with her lines still and her face partially hidden. "Pray for Yandy, this is serious," was the ambiguous but concerning description. The post received hundreds of shares in a matter of minutes, and hashtags like "Stay Strong" and "Pray for Yandy" started to trend. The lack of information only exacerbated the situation as fans requested ERS. Some muttered about a medical situation, while others claimed it was an automobile accident. It was a cover-up for something more severe, according to some conspiracy theorists. As the seconds passed, the speculations about Wilder intensified, and Yandy's social media sites fell entirely silent, releasing no statements or comforting her anxious supporters. When MC Harris, Yandy's husband, eventually spoke up, he posted an enigmatic comment on his Instagram story, which did more harm than good. Though there was no hard evidence, just speculation, panic, and mounting fear, you all genuinely think that she was in severe condition, that she was not responding, and that the physicians were doing everything they could. Anything, eh? The supporters were left in even greater confusion. Was he trying to steer the conversation before the truth came out, or was he saying Yandy was fine? Why wasn't he just saying that? The internet wasn't buying it. In just a few minutes, the BBC took down the post, as if it were any more suspect. As fans went into full detective mode, theories began to circulate on social media. While some believed he was in shock and unsure of how to respond, others speculated that his tweet was damage control because he wasn't intended to say anything. Others believed this to be something far more serious, a deliberate effort to hide a reality that would soon be hard to hide. When one of Yandy's juju went live on Instagram with her close friends, her partner, and a fellow hip-hop artist, things became out of control. Her expression was stiff, and her tone was serious. That one sentence ignited the internet. Listen, people should stop making assumptions. A lot of what's being said out there is straight up lies. Yandy is handling things the way she needs to lie. Was she implying that Yandy was in an accident, or was she alluding to those who were making that claim? The situation became much more confusing when Yandy Steps and Lil D uploaded 3 emojis of shattered hearts on his Instagram story. He swiftly took them down, but by then, many were certain that something had truly happened because the screenshots had gone viral. The internet did what it does best and started investigating people in the absence of an official declaration from Yandy's side. The suggestion that the photo wasn't even recent was the biggest twist so far. After some research, a fan page found an old picture of Yandy at a public event years ago. The woman in the photo did resemble Yandy, but there were several oddities. The clothes didn't seem like something Yandy would wear, and the hairstyle wasn't quite right. Briefly fainted from fatigue, but the likeness was so remarkable that it was plausible that someone had stolen this old photograph and used it to create a shocking, widely circulated rumor. If so, why didn't Yandy intervene to prevent it? He was dying of silence, and it was only getting worse. Just hours before the accident rumors started, a fan claimed to have spotted Yandy in a shaky video that came out of nowhere. As the mayhem grew, several people started to question whether this was just another online hoax, whether someone was deliberately disseminating misleading information to gain attention, and if so, who. A woman who appeared to be Yandy was seen in the video browsing through her phone in a posh boutique. But was the video shot that day, or was it old film that was utilized as purported evidence that nothing had occurred, was in charge of it? But then something unexpected happened. Everyone was deeply shocked by a post made by Yandy's longtime aide, who is not one to speak out. The warning was succinct but impactful. Powerful people need to stop playing with real lives. No further information or justifications were provided, but that one statement chilled everyone to their core. What was she trying to say? Was she implying that folks in Yandy were all right? A well-known celebrity gossip website claimed to have first-hand knowledge of the events, adding to the chaos already present. Rather than providing clarification, they revealed yet another shocking revelation. An unnamed source purportedly attested to the fact that the accident narrative was not wholly untrue. Was she implying that someone was taking advantage of the situation for personal benefit, or were they spreading untrue rumors? Though the details were kept secret, something did happen, leaving admirers in complete disbelief. But why were people so evasive if this was only a rumor? Why didn't Yandy's best friend simply tell her that she was fine? Why was the truth being kept a secret if nothing happened? People were eager to learn what went wrong, and the internet was set to explore the rumors even further. The internet ultimately refused to let this mystery rest. Why hadn't Yandy or her team stopped these rumors if she was all right? Why were individuals speaking in riddles instead of directly answering queries if something had actually happened? The voice of Yandy's ex-business partner interrupted the conversation just when it looked like it might get much stranger. Camella Vanderhay's cryptic post surprised fans. You never know what goes on behind closed doors in this industry, which is full of lies and cover-ups. Nobody specifically mentioned Yandy or the accident stories, but everyone knew exactly what she was attempting to do. Fans were divided at Camella and Yandy controversial arguments and acrimonious feuds, which were part of their complicated past. While some said Camella was simply being careless and taking advantage of the situation to attack Yandy, others believed she was implying something far more serious, that there was a cover-up and that nobody was speaking the whole truth. Meanwhile, a startling new development surfaced when with a tense voice, a well-known celebrity gossip blogger went live on Instagram. Although I am unable to reveal my source, I will state that Yandy is facing a significant challenge. Someone in Yandy's inner circle allegedly sent the blogger a direct message stating that Yandy had been involved in an incident, but it wasn't what people believed. When Mense was seen out in public by himself with a fan, the situation grew even more complex. Why was a well-known blogger with insider ties suggesting there was some truth to this if it was all a rumor? Why didn't Yandy just post a straightforward Instagram story stating, "I'm good," if she was really okay? The fact that her team is keeping quiet at the moment tells you all you need to know. Took a picture of him at an Atlanta restaurant, appearing to be heavily involved in a discussion with someone. Instead of smiling or being his usual confident self, he looked nervous. That was the only thing that made the rumors become viral. Why did male VCs seem so anxious if Yandy was doing just fine? Perry's was all over social media, and while the family was trying to hide it, some people thought Yandy was in the hospital. Others believed that something even more sinister was taking place, but it was kept under wraps to avoid public attention. Was this a ploy for publicity? Was the entire incident planned to garner attention? Then, in a completely surprising development, Yandy's mother Laura finally said anything. "People are evil," she said in response to a reporter from a tabloid website, and that was the end of it. Denial, but the fans were shocked by her comments. When she claims that people are evil, what does she mean? Was she suggesting that something far bigger was happening behind the scenes, and that someone was responsible for all of this? Fans were in a desperate search for information, and one fan discovered a police record from the night the rumors started that stated a woman was brought to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries following an accident close to an Atlanta junction. Though there weren't many specifics, one thing caught our attention was this connected to Yen. Fans were now clinging to whatever information they could discover, but in the absence of a formal declaration from Yandy or her group, the "you all need to chill, she's good," said Tanya, Yandy's close friend and hairstylist who had worked with Yandy for years, in a simple yet powerful Instagram post. However, the fans ignored her, which only made the situation worse. And the biggest twist yet, someone eventually uploaded an update that shocked the internet as the rumors only got more intense. Love and hip-hop artist Erica Mina further exacerbated the confusion by leaving a comment under a gossip blog post that read, "Don't believe everything you hear." She simply said that Yandy was good, but good could mean anything she could now after getting over something or having nothing happen in the first place. It was clear that this story was far from ended, but no one knew for sure. When an unidentified insider emailed a celebrity news outlet to say that the single comment ignited social media, the tension reached a breaking point. Was she criticizing the fans and bloggers who were spreading the stories, or was she referring to Yandy and implying that Yandy desired this drama? They sent the picture of Yandy that went viral, and sparked it all was an old one. It was taken years ago during a charity function when Yandy got lightheaded and took a quick break to recover. The incident was captured on camera, and now a viral fake has been started by someone recycling the image. However, if this was all a scam, why didn't Yandy post a video, and why didn't she say anything? Yandy finally broke her silence by streaming live on Instagram after days of non-stop rumors. She was sitting in her car, looking worn out, with no traumatic buildup or gaudy subtitles. "I don't know where y'all are getting this, but let me set the record straight." She began at the beginning, but what she said next shocked everyone. Yandy's voice was composed, but her eyes were full of annoyance, the expression of someone who had been dealing with constant messages, phone calls, and internet chaos. And she finally gave the rumors a serious side. "First of all, I want to make it clear that I'm okay, haven't been hospitalized, haven't been in an accident, and have no idea who began this." Some fans were relieved that Yandy was finally okay, but others weren't persuaded by the way she spoke or the worn-out look on her face, which didn't scream someone who was completely unbothered, if anything. One fan wrote, "So why have you been quiet for so long?" While another wrote, "This doesn't feel right telling you. It is imperative that you all quit." The question that everyone had been dying to ask, "What about the picture?" finally surfaced after all this drama for nothing. Yandy paused for a second, and the internet went berserk because they took that to suggest that everything was all right. After rubbing her temples, Yandy finally stated, "Let's talk about the picture that's an old feel. I wasn't unconscious, and I wasn't in an accident. The internet wasn't happy though," and she shook her head, clearly irritated that I even had to explain this bizarre notion. The ground somewhere was from an event years ago, and now someone decided to bring it back up just to start some mess. Yes, she had taken down the picture, but what about the cryptic messages from Camella MC's whipping words, her own mother saying that people are evil? Just when everyone thought they were getting closure, another bombshell was dropped. The internet exploded at this point, leaving no one sure what to believe anymore, and rather than calming things down, Yandy's live performance only heightened fans' suspicions. A well-known gossip website posted a screenshot allegedly taken by someone close to Yandy, claiming that Yandy's team had advised her to keep quiet and let the rumors fade, but she couldn't stand it any longer and had to go live and say something. Please be aware that there is more to this than what she's telling you all. Then, Camella added another cryptic message on her Instagram story, saying that sometimes the truth is too messy to tell. She had been in an accident, but was trying to keep it quiet. Some thought it was a complicated ploy to create controversy before a new business venture or TV appearance. If this was all a misunderstanding, why was someone saying there was more to it? When Manny finally spoke, he posted a picture of himself in the gym with the caption, "The internet is wild sometimes. This whole family is strange. Simply tell us the truth." Why didn't he simply say Yandy is fine and move on? He didn't explain it or deny it, and yet that only made things worse. Was he laughing it off because it was a genuine fake, or was he being deliberately evasive to avoid exposing something? In a final twist that nobody anticipated, an audio recording leaked from a YouTube channel that exposes celebrity secrets. He uploaded what some claim to be a voicemail message from someone in Yandy's circle, The Voice, which sounded like T, the hairstylist, saying, "I told her to just let it blow over. The less she says, the better. You know how this industry works." But she had to go live, and now look at this mess. This is getting out of hand. I'm telling you, the internet would be in a frenzy if this recording were authentic. It confirmed the concerns that Yandy was not telling the whole truth about whatever had happened, that her silence was intentional, and that there was a strategy behind it. Bloggers began undertaking in-depth analysis, breaking down every possible clue, while fans started calling it the Yandy cover-up. Was this just another example of the internet going crazy, or was there a genuine incident that Yandy wished to keep private? As the dust settles, people are still unsure of the truth, but one thing is for sure, this story made the entire world talk, and since Yandy hasn't replied to the audio recording that was leaked, fans are left wondering what the real story is, what he's hiding, or if this is all just another extreme internet hoax. In any event, people will be observing, and you can be certain that we will be available to assist when this bizarre tale takes a new turn. What are your thoughts? In the end, there were more questions than answers on the internet. Why did Yandy wait so long to speak out, even though she said she was fine? Did Camella know something we don't, or was she just being clumsy? Most importantly, who initially initiated the rumor? But one thing is for sure, this drama is far from over. There are still arguments among fans, accusations are still being made, and who knows the truth? If you believe Yandy is speaking the truth, or if there is something she is not stating, and why Camella became involved in the first place, please let us know in the comments area below. Remember to use the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you like to follow the most outrageous celebrity scandals. We thank you. I don't want to skip the following phase.